Hi, everybody. Welcome to The New Normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa. And today we are continuing our book study on becoming supernatural with my beautiful friend, my fellow Mighty Siren, Amy Weir. Today we're going to talk about chapter 6 and 7, which is that heart-mind connection. We were chatting a little bit before, so we're going to talk about a couple current event things and then jump into the book. So give us a like, share the video, and let us know, jump into the live chat with our good friends and let us know your thoughts on all of this as well and how you're feeling during this crazy time. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Amy. Good to have you.
Thank you. Good to be here. Always good to see you.
Good to see you too. Yeah. We had another guest pop in this weekend and one drive by. We had Polly P come through town, and we kept telling him, you need to stop and visit with us. So he came in and stayed with us, and it was really nice. We got to cook him dinner and spend some time. Everything is so crazy right now, and I don't know if it's the coronation, the fake coronation. There were a lot of they were saying that it wasn't, that it was missing some things, or kind of like Joe Biden took God out of the thing when he got signed in. There were some of those key pieces missing from this coronation. I didn't watch it, but people were posting pictures of the Grim Reaper walking back and forth in the back of the building. I mean, just some very odd things.
No, I was tempted last night. I was tempted to watch a little bit of it, but
yeah, I just don't want to put. Yeah, I don't want to put energy into that stuff either. Like, I know it's a show. I know it's, if it is anything, it's evil and dark, and I'm just like,
stay away.
Stay away.
Don't let it like burrow into your head.
Yeah, for sure. There was some really great news about Texas. Over the weekend, I talked about that Oklahoma had passed a thing. Governor Stitt made a trade deal with Great Britain directly, which I thought was interesting. So maybe we're going to those nation states kind of thing, which was one idea of how we would fix this thing. The other thing that came out today was that Texas is passing they're all anticipating that Title 42 to end, and their Texas National Guard is ready to act like as its own military to brace for the invasion and all that. And at the same time, they passed a thing about creating a gold-backed digital dollar, gold and silver, which is constitutional money. But then they are ordering their comptroller of currency to create a digital way to trade gold and silver. So away from the dollar. Yeah. Wow. So it'd have like Texas digital gold.
Awesome.
Which infringes on Reggie's patents, but or allegedly. I'm not a lawyer.
Okay.
I would think that it does. But I think that's exciting that all that's happening so fast. I know they said 23 or 24 states have now passed laws to make gold and silver legal tender.
Awesome.
I don't know. I thought it was going to take a little more time, but this could all move really quickly. As soon as one state kind of figures it out, they can all kind of piggyback and use the same system. So
yeah,
very, very exciting. Yeah, Tom says the bill is passed.
Oh,
so
cool.
Very good stuff. Yeah, I know we have a lot of gold and silver bugs, so I wanted to keep everybody updated with my stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think California is probably never going to do anything like that.
They might. There's a lot of red, and I hate to even say red because I think that's part of a deception thing too, calling
Mhm.
people red and blue. But
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot of, I think, okay, so that's the other thing. Elon made this announcement about, hey, I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of old
All the
accounts that
plants.
are stale or not being used or whatever,
Mhm.
which that may be the great bot cleanup that
Yeah,
he's going to start.
yeah.
Um, and I've been saying for years, since Ben taught me about how they manipulate the census, or and when they burned it back in the 1800s,
Mhm.
around the turn of the century and all that. That may be this tipping point. I don't think there's as many people. I don't think it's 50-50 in the United States. I just think there's a silent majority that the media has told them that there's another 50% standing against you. So you better shut up because you're going to hurt their feelings. You need
Oh,
to be
yeah.
politically correct. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think if we all sat at the pub and we agreed on the big points of things, like
Yeah.
it's not your business of how I raise my child, you know,
Mhm.
or what I want to wear or eat or whatever, you know. I don't know.
I
Just
agree. I
be a
agree.
good human kind of thing. Don't hurt
Yeah,
others. That,
the golden rule, just stick with the golden rule.
yeah, for sure. And then, I know the 42's on Thursday. There's some anniversaries around World War II are ending,
Mm,
are all this week. So I'm sure those are some kind of satanic holiday or something. I don't know. But there is this weird frequency. I told you before we got on, I was like,
yeah.
"Okay, I don't know what it is today, but I'm just so out of it." And like, I even took a nap and the dogs crawled up on me. And then that made me think of, in chapter 6 and 7. So chapter 6 is mostly, like you said, examples of people either
Mhm,
coming to events that Dr. Joe Dispenza held,
mhm.
and experiencing like either pain leaving their body or um, healings of different things. But it was all about this connection of their heart and their brain, and the getting those brain waves to be in coherence. No, am I saying that right?
Mhm.
Coherent.
Yeah.
So, and changing, yeah, getting your chakras lined up and getting the chakras to be clear and then in coherence with your brain waves. And
With
so,
with coherence, not
with
in
coherence,
incoherence is like the opposite, so your
yeah,
brain
I'm
in
saying in coherence, but I
space.
don't know,
Yeah.
with coherence, not
Yes.
incoherent. Yes, sorry. I
It's okay.
choose a different word. Yeah. Um, but it made me think of that, like, that that's probably a lot of it for me today anyway, that
Mhm.
I feel that. Um, wow, there was a couple of things that there wasn't a lot that kind of identified on this, just because it was a lot of those examples, but then it talked about like how important it is that if your heart could be even off, like I always think of car stuff. If
Mhm.
your tires aren't in alignment, your tires are
Mhm.
going to get chewed up really fast.
Yep.
So if your heart and your mind are not in alignment, you can cause damage to your physical body. People
Right.
were having strokes, and anger and stress and all that can
Yeah.
do that to you. Um,
Mhm.
and then he said, think about where we are. We know we're frequency, and we resonate frequency. He said there was something about, yeah, this is it. Place your finger on your wrist and feel your pulse. This pulse is a wave of energy called blood pressure, and it travels throughout your entire body, influencing everything, including your brain function. Not only does it have the heart magnetic pulse reverberating through every cell of your body, it also produces a field around your body that can be measured up to 8 to 10 feet away,
Mhm.
using a sensitive detector called a magnometer. Well, you can also feel it with a human. Like,
Mhm.
if you ever had somebody walk up behind you that gave you the creeps, or
Yep.
somebody that you love, and you
Mm.
can kind of
All of
feel,
it. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm. For sure.
those people. We did a workshop one time, with some woo woo people, and they had you like blindfold, and then the person walk. I can't remember if they walked towards you or away from you, and then you told them stop when you
Mhm.
could feel them or where they were or whatever. It was kind
Mhm.
of, yeah.
Yeah, it's trippy. It's really trippy. This one, I have to say, this has been so far. This has like been my favorite chapter.
Mm,
I really love learning more about the heart, and some of the things he said was they say that you can actually take the heart out of the body, and it will actually continue to beat if it's in this certain salt solution. So it has its own, basically its own brain.
mind.
It doesn't
Mm,
need the brain, and the heart is like the first thing that's produced in a human without even having the brain to make it pump or to make it work. So the
yeah.
heart's the first thing that's it's just there, you know?
I know when Mia had her heart transplant, like one of the things they told us, that they have to prepare you for everything, and they're like, okay, well, you know, and we're anticipating this is going to be a healthy heart. And I'm like, what do you mean? You're saying you already looked at it or whatever, but they're like, well, but once we start removing other organs, the heart is the last organ to come out because all the other organs are dependent on the heart.
Mhm.
And so it might become traumatized or harmed or something by removing some of the others, but it's so it doesn't need all the others, but the others all need the heart.
Yep. Yeah.
I thought was pretty wild.
Wow. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Never even thought about that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just little Mia.
I know. She's in everything in my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought about this weekend. Paige was so sweet at the Team Mighty thing, and she was talking about, how much it meant to her when I said that I wanted to start the Mighty Sirens thing, and the mindset of it, or the goal was, what would we teach Mia if she was here? What are these lessons in life that we would want to teach her? And then
Mhm.
Carly was over this weekend, and we were talking, and then I was talking to her about, the book, and that, sad that I was glad that she's doing what she's passionate about, because she's
Right.
really enjoying
Yeah, of
doing the
course.
striking class and teaching the kids, and she loves teaching and all that. And
Mhm.
it's all just so um connected. She's like, but mom, I am still part of that. Like, I would never be a teacher with all these little kids if I hadn't had Mia and had this passion to be a teacher, because she was
Oh,
Mia was 10 years younger than her. So
yeah.
she was
Yeah.
her big sister, always teaching her little special needs sister different things and helping her with things. And so she has this passion to teach little kids. And then I'm sitting here having this wonderful resonance mind heart, a very healing what we talked about. I was like, I feel like we've like healed generational curses,
Mhm.
um, by being able to have this mind heart connection with the two of us,
Yeah.
and and love and honor Mia in this way, and share those things. So
Yeah.
it was very good.
Good.
Very
Yeah.
wonderful weekend.
Yeah. I do miss having our daughters on the streams, but life goes on, you know?
Well, there's
Make it
seasons for that, right? I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
the girls will come back on, I'm sure, for
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah.
So let me drag them on here.
No. What else about the chapter was something that resonated with you?
For me, it was mostly that, like, it was the heartbeat kind of helping to reset the brain, because it feels like you don't have access to your brain, or you can only, think it with meditation, which like feels like a very not hands-on thing.
Mhm.
And so when he was saying you can reset your brain frequency with your heart,
Mhm.
and I thought about, even like, okay, well, if I feel out of sync, I could go walk for 10 minutes and up my heart rate to kind of
Mhm.
put my mind in a different frequency,
Mhm.
or slow down, I don't know. But with the dogs climbing on me when I was taking a nap, you can feel their little heartbeats. Uh,
Mhm.
and I think about the Westwood heart hugs.
Yeah.
Um, we're getting in frequency with people we love. Sometimes we just need to be in that to tune in. So that was my favorite part, was like the whole oh, let's tune in with each other. Let's and being able to say like, we can change this. We can change the frequency through, love, exercise, um,
Mhm.
meditation, all of those kind of breathing, all those kind of things.
And
So
pulling our attention, pulling
yes,
our attention into the heart center with an elevated emotion.
the
That
elevated emotion thing.
yeah, that feeling of gratitude and freedom and bliss.
Mhm.
You can change your entire day, just you can start your entire day off on a completely different level if you just have those few moments in the morning, just putting all your attention into your heart and then also feeling all those emotions at the same time. Set your day off on a really good a really good path.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
And when you catch yourself not in that, being aware, being conscious of like, wait, where am I? And I can change this now, and I don't have to be in this
Yeah.
not healthy space for me. So I'm gonna step out of this space.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. We're all in charge of that
Hmm.
instead of letting external environment control the way we feel.
They had a lot of really cool visuals about the heart coherence, the
Mhm.
brain waves, and the brain scans showing.
Mhm.
I think that was during meditation where they were showing that activity around the pineal gland area.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool too.
Scans of the area surrounding the pineal activity. Yeah, it's pretty amazing what we can, like, actually see with, all the little scans and gadgets that they have nowadays, you
Mhm.
know? Whereas before it was all assumed, now it's actually you can scientifically prove it with the different machines that they have.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like, form my thoughts and talk at the same time, but I'm trying to find what I what it was I wanted to
No,
sh
you're good. Like this one where they're showing her condition change. They documented her condition changing,
Mhm.
and then they've got like the pictures of her brain scans, and then the picture of her skin changing. That was
Yeah,
pretty incredible.
yeah, it's trippy. It's funny, all my colored inserts are starting to snap out of the book, by the way.
Oh no!
I can pull them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they are a different kind of paper, so they
Yeah,
probably
they're like
bound
that
it
glossiness.
bound it differently. I wonder
Mhm.
if he's doing any more of these um, meetup things or these
Mhm.
sessions. He's still
Yeah,
doing
he's
them actively.
yeah, on his website, you can sign up for his newsletters, and he sends them out every once in a while. He has them every once in a while. I wanna say, like, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, but they're always to me, the ones that I've seen are always in, like, some other country, so
Oh Lord. Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna have to try and see if he can have ones, like, in the United States, because 'cause I'd really love to go and attend one and
Yeah.
maybe get hooked up to one of those machines or even, like, see about, like, what he was talking about the Heart Institute something about the Heart Institute, where they teach the military how
Mm.
to, I wish I had underlined that part, but yeah, the
Was that
workshop.
in the what we just read?
Yeah, it's in this chapter. The Heart Map Institute or something like that. Um, where yeah, where they teach you all this. They teach you all the stuff that he's talking about right now.
Hmm.
I also too at the end towards like more towards the end of the chapter,
Okay.
by repeatedly practicing the regulation of heightened emotional states in time, the constant feeling of elevated emotions creates a new emotional baseline. That one really kind of resonated with me. Just and then also too, right at the very end of the chapter, he says, "You might even set a reminder on your phone for
Yep.
4 times a day, and when it goes off, just take a minute or 2 to feel those elevated emotions."
Yep, I have that marked.
Is
That
that?
whole last chapter marked. Eventually, when you come to know what it feels like in your body to experience these elevated emotions, you can practice them throughout your day.
Mhm.
With your eyes open, you'll learn more about how to do that in chapter 9, walking
The
meditation.
walking meditation. Mhm.
He says, set a reminder. Yeah, I put a line around that too. It's funny. It's funny how when we'll both pick up on the same thing that
Yeah.
to us. Yeah. Okay. On his website, oh my gosh, he has all kinds of things. Here I can screen share a little bit. Events with Dr. Joe Dispenza. Progressive retreats, week-long advanced retreats,
Mhm. Mhm.
advanced follow-up, unlimited youth retreats, online bundles. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it online. I'd want to do,
I wanna be there.
yeah. What would it be? A weekend? No, that's advanced.
The advanced follow-up is I think you have to actually go to one of the other ones before going to the advanced follow-ups.
Okay, so this one's a foundational course, this progressive retreats, and then this week long is built upon the foundation of
Mhm.
progressional retreat,
Research retreats.
progressive retreats. Yeah, this
Mhm.
is trans week long, blah blah blah. See,
Yeah.
events. Switzerland. There you
Yeah.
go. Not
I'd
very-
love to go to Switzerland, but
Yeah,
I'd
that doesn't
rather
sound very
go to be
realistic.
a tourist instead of going to a class.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very realistic for me.
Mm.
What's this one? Oh, Denver,
Oh, there's
Colorado.
Denver, but see, that's the week long. You have to go to that first one first.
And that's the advanced week long.
Mhm.
So if you can make it to Switzerland, then you can come to Denver.
Exactly. Which wouldn't be honestly, wouldn't be too bad. Just do 2 weeks in Switzerland and then come back and do a week long in Denver.
Yeah. I wonder if we could do a week or the first one in online. I
Oh,
want to do it in person, but I wonder if you could do it online and then do the week long in
yeah,
Denver.
I think if you click
In
events,
Cancun.
I think if you click the events, it'll like, yeah, there you go. It'll show
Yeah.
you the online courses that you can take.
So here's online $299. So you could do the first one online and
Mhm.
then skip Switzerland and then go to
Then
the
go
week
to the week long
long
in Denver.
and do Denver in July.
Yeah, or, if you got the money, go to Cancun.
We're going to be in Illinois and we'll be in Peoria that in June 23rd.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, and you will too.
I will?
Yeah, you're gonna do whether you like it or not. That's my plan anyway. And then yeah, but maybe July.
No, that's right on Vix's birthday.
That's right, 4th of July.
Yeah, we always have a huge party here at the house.
So then you're back to Vienna, Austria.
There we go. I wouldn't mind that.
Goodness, I've never been. Like I've only been to Mexico and like Jamaica.
Oh, okay. That's as
I'm
far as you've ever gone?
I'm not a world traveler. Yeah, that's as far as
Mhm.
I've ever gone. My husband, that I'm married to now, loves this one place in Mexico, and that's where he
Mhm.
always wants to go. And then COVID hit, and we haven't been back. But before
Yeah.
then, we would just only go to that one place,
What area of Mexico was that?
Tulum.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
got like one of the top 10 beaches from Condé Nast Traveler every year.
Mhm.
It's like got this really white beach, and we found this really tiny resort, and he knows everybody, and he gets to be, Carlos, and he overly tips everyone, and they treat him really well, and he loves it.
That's always fun. It
Yeah,
really is. That's
yeah.
really great.
We were talking to Mark Williams, that's in the chat a lot,
Mhm.
and he lives in Puerto Rico. I think that is right.
Mhm. Yeah,
Costa Rica. Is it Costa Rica or
Costa
Puerto
Rica.
Rico? Costa
I think it's
Rica.
Costa Rica.
Okay. And he was saying that on his, maybe not on his island, but on an island close by, there's
Mhm.
all these big Airbnbs, and it would be a really cool place to do a meetup.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, and do like a whole like a weekend long kind of event thing.
Mhm.
So I don't know. We were going to get some more. He gave me some information. I think I have it out in the kitchen. Um, but we were looking into all that. I was going to talk to the Peppleton Post about that. And
Good,
see what
yeah.
they're up to. Yeah, maybe this fall or something. I don't know. Might be fun.
It's
But
always a fun time. It's
yes,
just whether or not we can afford it or if we have time.
yeah. Well, with what's going on in, I mean, with all these states adopting gold and silver as legal tender,
Mhm.
um, and then Texas making this big move with, like, okay, we're not just talking about it. We're saying we're making our own Texas money, and
Mhm.
it's going to be digital gold and digital silver, which is constitutional money, it just in a digital form.
Mhm.
That is going to get a lot of people's attention, and that could, break those derivatives. People will want that. They'll want that physical silver to then
Right.
go put in the text, because somebody put this, and I need to ask Bix about this.
Mhm.
Um, Somebody put a quote or a question on Twitter, and they said, so even if I live in another state, but if I put my silver or my gold in that Texas vault and I have those digital Texan dollars, does that make me a citizen of
Oh, wow.
Texas? Like if my money is
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Or do I get to live under those rules or operate in those because my money is Texas money? Like,
Wow.
so would my money be beholden to those rules, or would it be?
I can go get him for you if you want.
I
He
don't
hasn't been alive in forever.
I would love to know what he thinks about that. I'll pick his brain. Oh, maybe I can get him to come on one day this week with me or something.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Or if he has time later today. I don't know if he has time. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm really curious what he thinks about all that as this kind of rolls out,
Yeah.
because it seems like it's happening faster and faster.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah. People are waking up,
yes, thank God.
you know.
Oh, how funny. Okay, so you said people are waking up. One of my latest promoted tweets is this Regal movie theater. Get your pass because they're going to have 24-hour movies coming soon. Well, that's old Q posts about how they're going to play the movies for everybody
Uh-huh.
on this 24-hour loop. It's like it'll play 3 times a day, every 8 hours, to kind of catch people up to what's been happening.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, oh, what are we going to be doing next? Chapter 8, Mind Movies, Kaleidoscope.
Yes.
So the universe is always like talking to us.
Yeah.
Um, if you're listening, who
Yep.
said listening?
Gotta be paying attention. Can't walk around like zombies anymore.
Yeah, put the glasses on. Take the glasses off. I think it's Put the Glasses On from the movie. Um, was it called They? Um, where the guy, it's like a 1980s movie, and
Oh gosh.
they all have these horrible faces. Once you put the glasses on, you can tell which ones are like aliens, and it says like all the propaganda signs say obey, obey, obey.
Oh my god.
And
No.
yeah, I'll send you a link.
Never seen that.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What was I do remember a movie about, someone getting glasses to be able to see the aliens, but that it was more like, I don't like not like Harry Potter, but it was something like space.
Oh, like a kid movie.
Mhm.
The Spyglass something, or Wasn't that it? And she had like they put stones or something around their house. Was that it?
No,
Thinking
no.
that my kids, they
Mhm.
live, Jim Montgomery says. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking of. Which is funny because Bix sings a song called They.
Yay. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah. Gosh. So
Uh,
we'll watch for the movie coming
okay.
soon to a theater near us. But this next week on the schedule, we're just doing chapter 8, correct?
Mhm. Yeah, just one chapter.
So mind movies,
Mhm.
kaleidoscope. We may be seeing a movie too, because there's
Mhm.
a lot of things happening. So remember when you're feeling this weird energy, um, feel your pulse, like Dr. Joe Dispenza says, and
Mhm.
make sure your chakras are all lined up and be with coherence, not incoherent.
Mhm. Bring your attention to your heart.
Yeah, bring your attention to your heart. Be mindful. All right.
Yes.
We'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for joining us in the chat. Leave us a comment below and a like. And please share this to get more and more of us all coherent together. Take care.
Yes.